LaGrange football player Dwodney Thompson is the Fayette County Records Athlete of the Week. Watch the interview brought to you by mytxranch.com.
All right, well, I'm here with Dwodney Thompson, our Fayette County Athlete of the Week. He had 2 kickoff returns last week in a big win over Caldwell and also had an interception. So congratulations on that performance, Dwodney. We got a few questions for you.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you might have the most unique first name on the team, Dwodney. Is there a story about why you were named that?
Yes, sir. My dad is also named that, so they just named me after him. I'm a junior.
Awesome. What do you think? Why do you think you're so good at returning kicks?
Our coach schemes it up pretty good. You know, us two, we just go hand in hand. We fit really well together.
All right, you got moved up to varsity last year as a freshman. What was that like?
It was a blessing, you know, to be called up and to have such an impact on the team. You know, it's really fun.
All right, y'all play Giddings this week. It's one of the oldest rivalries in the state. These two teams have been playing each other for more than 100 years. Describe the rivalry with those guys.
It's always going to be a physical game. You know, we always go back and forth. So I hope we can come out and get the win this week.
All right, and you had a go-ahead kick return for a touchdown last year against Giddings. What do you remember about that play?
I remember in the huddle, you know, we were down, I think, and then coach called it, and you know, I was ready for it.
That's what I told him.
All right, so what's the best thing they serve to eat in the LaGrange cafeteria?
I think it's cheesesteaks, but they really do that.
And what's the worst?
I don't know. I think it has to be the tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Halloween's Thursday. What's a memorable Halloween costume you wore?
I remember one time I dressed up as a Power Ranger.
What color? You remember?
It was blue, I think.
The blue Power Ranger. All right. What's the best Halloween candy?
For me, I think it would have to be Twix. I think so. I like Twix.
Do you have any nicknames, and are there any stories behind those nicknames?
My nickname is D-Ray. It's the first letter of my first name, and then my middle name is Ray.
Oh, okay,
So
okay. All right, you've had some family members play football for the Lefts. Tell me about those family connections.
Yeah, you know, my brothers, my sister, she played basketball and softball and all that. So yeah, I mean, I really just learned from them, and I aspire to be like them.
And who are your brothers?
David McKenzie, Deshaun Villanueva, and I have a younger brother.
Did they teach you a lot about football?
Yeah, they're my mentors. Yes, sir.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. All right, so if you were an opposing coach, after what you've done the last couple of years on special teams, would you kick the ball to Dwodney Thompson?
No, sir, I would not. I would kick it away.
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks so much for the time, Dwodney, and good luck this week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Dwodney Thompson, our Fayette County Athlete of the Week. Huge game against Caldwell. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns, an interception. And he's done a lot of stuff for y'all in a year and a half, you know, even as a freshman last year on varsity. Thoughts on him?
Yeah, Dwodney, kind of came up at the start of district last year as a freshman and never had a freshman mentality. I mean, he just went and attacked it from the first punt returns he returned in that Smithville game. Did a great job, proved himself that he was a varsity caliber player, and I just continued that into this year. And the 2 big kickoff returns the other night for touchdowns, had another on the year. Does a great job back there, but just jumps in wherever we need him. Obviously, a receiver, he does a great job, and just a great receiver, and does a good job with yards after catch. And then need him on defense, so we throw him back there in our dime package, our third and long package, and he just does a great job. Comes up with an interception the other night, and he's just been a really good player for us this year.
Soft-spoken kid that really kind of does his speaking on the field, huh?
Yeah, he really does. Doesn't have a lot to say. I mean, he's still joke around and kid around, but doesn't have a lot to say. But when he steps on the field, he gets after it.
And then a thought or two about Giddings. Great historic matchup. Close game last year. It seems like the matchups are always close against Giddings, no matter what the records are. Just thoughts on this game. What do you think the keys will be?
Yeah, well, I mean, the first key is rivalry, right? And that just, you're going to get everybody's best. It's going to be a physical football game, and we need to be the most physical of the two, in a rivalry game always. And so that's a big piece of it. And then, like I said, records really are out the window. We're both playing for the same thing. We're both playing for a spot in the playoffs. Rivalry game, and so throw that out the window, and let's go get after it. But got to stop their run. I mean, that's a big piece of it. And then be ready to limit what they do on the passing. I mean, they run the ball so well, and then you hit you with that play action that you can't fall asleep. You got to be ready for it. I mean, bootleg's one of the greatest plays in football, right? You see it run from the NFL all the way down, and they do a good job of it. So we got to be able to stop those things. And then offensively, we just got to be able to execute sustained drives, and not quite sure what they're going to come out in. They've showed a lot of different looks defensively, and so we're just getting ready, kind of carrying in a base game plan, and getting ready to go execute.